everybody, it's Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot, and I'm here to do Aries 2019's mid-month of June reading. It's a general reading, and it's not going to resonate with everybody, but if it does, if you can give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, share it, write me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. I don't know if it'll connect with your the June reading. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it just can be a completely different one. Let's see. If you're new to my channel, hi. Thank you for popping in and checking it out. Hopefully we'll see you again. Hope you enjoy it. And if you've been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Right. I've meditated on your energies already, and we are going to get started. It's like, except for mid-June, so, you know, like the 15th to the 30th or so. Roughly thereabouts. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, first card up was the Strength card. And this is having inner courage and self-discipline and being able to take on the harder things that come around in life. And if you see her, she's taming a lion, and she's doing it on her own. So whatever's going to be coming up, you have the strength to handle it. You're not going to need others. You can do it yourself. Okay? Let's see what else we got. Okay. All right, we got the Fool. And he is going on a new venture. So maybe there's something in your life that you're thinking about. Maybe you want to strike out and see something else. All right, you maybe want to do something else. And you're kind of going haphazardly. You're just like, you know, you're just going. You just want to take your little knapsack and walk just freely. All right, so you're just going to try it out for free, like freely. All right. Let's see what you got in mind. So I'm wondering if you're like not thinking about changing like anything really, relationship status or your job, where you live. I mean, it could be anything. When it's the Fool, it could be anything. We won't know until more cards come up. All right, we got the Ace of Pentacles. And this is a whole new start in creation, inspiration. All right, so you're thinking of something. Yeah, you're definitely thinking of something. It's a new start. It could be a monetary start. It could be something that is like a passion project you have. All right, now you do have the Seven of Wands. And this came up in reverse. And the Seven of Wands in reverse is like you're feeling a little overwhelmed and you might give up. Okay, so I wonder why that would be. So maybe you just bit off a little more than you could chew? So it looks like you were going to need strength, and you wanted to do this new journey and try something out. I don't know if you wanted to have another idea for a business maybe, another idea for some job promotions, something. But you're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling like maybe it was too much. So maybe you just, yeah. That's like you get bit off more than you could chew. Let's see. What else do you have for Aries? Mid-June 2018. Or 19, oh my gosh. That was too many, sorry. Aries. Mid-June 2019. What else do you have? Okay, now you have a completion, so a cycle completed, all right? So I'm feeling, was the completion because you, let's let's clarify the Seven of Wands in reverse. Can you clarify the Seven of Wands in reverse, please? Can you please clarify the Seven of Wands in reverse? Seven of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands. Okay, so you got the Ace of Wands. Now this comes up as, this is an inspiration. It's a creation. You have an idea of. So maybe after you needed to, when you were feeling overwhelmed, maybe you decided, okay, well, stop and think about it. And then you found the inspiration for it. And that's when your cycle ended. So your inspiration was actually the ending of the cycle. Okay, let's see what goes on. Oops. All right, and now you have the Knight of Pentacles. Now he's the slowest knight, but he's also the sturdiest knight. And he's going to bring you messages of possibly, you know, abundance and opportunity. But it's going to take a while because he's very slow. But if any ever wanted to depend on one of the knights, it would be him. Okay? So this is starting possibly with your new inspiration that you had. And you might be getting locked in on it. And you might be able to say, okay, whatever this might be, it's going to start working for you. Alright? So your cycle ended. You have this new opportunity. And then a Six of Wands. And this is victory and public reward, success. So whatever you did, maybe you just started doing something and you did start getting feedback about it. All right, maybe whatever you were creating started getting people noticing. You know, like you making this, and hey, let me have some of that. Or you were making that, and they wanted to try it and buy it from you. So I'm not sure what it is. It feels like it would be a creative thing, maybe. I'm feeling like it's creative. You know, like, I don't know, I want to say almost like some kind of artsy projects or painting or flower arranging, like you're something in that. I don't know, but that's what it feels like. It feels like there's something very, very creative, artistic. Okay, then we got a whole bunch of them. Hold on, let me see. I know there's one hiding in here. Hold on. Such. Alright, we got the Page of Swords and the Devil in reverse. So the Page of Swords is, this is a whole, he's a beginning of thinking and analysis and using mental activity. So maybe as you're broaching into this new endeavor that you're using, yes, it's going to be very creative, but you know that you're going to have to use, you know, a lot of logic and rationality and mental activity just to be able to make it happen. Like you can't just start a business and just be creative. You have to actually, you know, be able to work the books and, you know, make plans and however you have to, if you have to set up venues or ship packages or whatever it is that you're doing, you need to use the mental activity too. So you're starting that. Your page is there for you. And then we did get the Ace of Swords, and this is, you know, victory and strength in the beginning. And you did get the Devil in reverse. When he's in the reverse, he's almost like you are shedding whatever that you would feel was not in your best, it wasn't for your best, okay? Like you had, say you had a habit, I mean, you smoke, you drink, you'd have, you know, gambling, something that you were doing that wasn't in for your best, and you were able to like slough that off. Maybe just because you were getting involved in this, you were able to say, oh, I don't need that. Whatever it was. I don't know. But just something that you didn't want to do anymore, and you're apparently able to slough it off. All right, what else for Aries 2018? Okay, you got the Seven of Cups, and that is a bunch of options and choices. So now are you going to be breaking out into another form of creation and inspiration, or are you just like checking out more options that you might have? Now we did have the moon, and this is less lack of clarity. So something's not very clear to you. And you have the Eight of Swords energy, and this is a feeling of stuck, being stuck. So maybe did you possibly in this whole situation make commitments that you're actually not sure you're going to be able to continue with them? And that, wow, that's exactly what it feels like. Like if you were producing something or you were creating something and you're trying to sell it, like putting it on, you know, like an internet, like having a website, and you're, I couldn't imagine what it would be. I don't know if it's desserts or, you know, clothes or sewing clothes or making hair accessories or whatever it is. I feel that you're possibly making something and you have to be able to produce them and get them out and like running the whole thing like a business. But for it to flow, you know, you might actually need more people to work with you. You might need like a little team, because right now, even though you have all these options, maybe that's what you're thinking about, like how can I make this work more smoothly? Because right now you don't know. You have no idea, like, I don't say you have no idea, but you're not sure how you're going to do it. You didn't really think that far ahead, maybe. And so now it's like it's almost elusive. Like you're not exactly sure because you weren't thinking that. Maybe you didn't think it was going to go anywhere, and it did. And, you know, you went through the mental activities, you had some victories, you got rid of some bad habits, you know, trying to make a better you, healthier you, but now you're feeling stuck. So what is Aries, June 2019, mid-month, what can you tell me? Oh, all right, the Eight of Pentacles, and this shows hard work. You're going to double up your skills, maybe, you know, you're working hard. So right now, you are trying to do about everything. Maybe you're learning some things, like maybe QuickBooks, or maybe you're learning some things that you're going to be able to do so you can do the creating of it, the packing, the shipping, the billing, that kind of stuff. All right. Oops. Okay. The Emperor popped out, and he's disciplined, and he's direction. He's moving things on, making things happen. So if this is the energy that you're taking on, which I believe it is, you are prepared to go the distance with this. This is something that you wanted, and I think you're going to be able to do it. You're doing really good for yourself. You have the strength to do it. You started your journey. You had an idea of creativity, right? You feel burnout because you maybe just took off more than you could chew. You had your new cycle. You got the Messenger of the Pentacles, a little bit of victory, a little celebration. The Page of Wands, who's a lot of mental activity going on. And you have the Ace of Swords, and that's a new start in mental activities. You're looking at your options. You're seeing that you might have needed to look a little clearer because you were feeling stuck by that. But then you said, okay, well, now I'm just going to work harder for what I want. And then the Emperor showed up. So I think that's your energy that you're having now. Can you please tell me can you please clarify for me the Eight of Swords? I just want to clarify the Eight of Swords. And the Moon. clarify the Eight of Swords and the Moon, please? Can you please clarify the Eight of Swords and the Moon for me? Hello. All right. Okay. All right, we had the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and that popped up in reverse, okay? And this is, you needed to prioritize and you're having an inability to delegate. Maybe that's where you're coming from with the problem that you weren't able to say, okay, well, I need this, 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 and this done. Who's going to do that? And maybe you couldn't delegate it. So let's see. Can you tell me anything else about the Eight of Swords and the Moon? Please tell me anything more about Eight of Swords and the Moon. All right. Let's see. Well, the Hierophant, he is all about looking for the higher meaning, and he's very spiritual. So to me, it might be like you're saying, why did I do this? You're looking for a higher meaning. But maybe you're just like trying to take a minute and seek out, I mean, I don't even know if to say the higher power, but you're looking at things in a different way. You're like, okay, well, there's a meaning for everything and I should be able to do this. And so maybe you're taking some spirituality into yourself because you don't want to become so overwhelmed. You don't want to become too overwrought by what's going on. You feel stuck and you know you're going to work harder. You know that you're going to work harder. And this is going to be the energy that you're going to have because you're going to create this, and this sky doesn't mess. So you know what you have to do. But how you're going to get help from it. You have the Four of Wands, and this is community, home, and celebration. So there's a celebration here with your community and your home. So possibly what you started out with, this, small endeavor, is getting larger and larger. And maybe there's people in your home and in your community that want to help you get along with it, help you succeed with it. And I think maybe you just looking for the higher meaning or the higher power of this, you being more spiritual about it, lets you think of this to bring your community and your house and your family into it, like almost not like a little family business, but possibly, because just maybe somebody who can help you. If you didn't want to hire employees, or you might just be paying neighborhood people to do a little bit of the tasks. Like I said, I'm not really sure what it is, but this is definitely something you wanted. You built it. You had the strength to do it. You were feeling strong, but now that it started getting bigger is when it started to, the second, it was overwhelming at first because you realized how much it was to be done, but then after it started getting more successful, it got harder. So maybe you just got a little scared there, and you decided to start going to looking for the higher meaning of it, looking for the more meaning of it. Because Hierophant's always looking for the higher power. He's looking for the more spiritual power. He's just looking for something other than us. So maybe you did, maybe you prayed, maybe you meditated, maybe you, went to church. Ask people in your church community, ask people in your regular community if they wanted to get involved in this. And then you knew you were going to be working and that you were going to be the emperor of your business. That's what it feels like. If it resonates, that would be awesome. If you could leave me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear about it. And hopefully I will see you when you come join us again in July, okay? Thank you so much, and take care of yourself. I'll see you soon.